Welcome to the Scenario Podcast, your guide to mental health and well-being. Each episode, we uncover practical tools, discuss expert insights, and explore how supplements can transform your mental health journey. Get ready to learn, grow, and thrive with us.
Have you ever felt that just relentless mental drain? That brain fog that just seems to hang around?
Yeah,
Or maybe you've struggled, to keep your focus really sharp in this, incredibly demanding world we live in.
absolutely. It's something so many people experience.
It really feels like mental clarity isn't just a nice to have anymore. It's absolutely crucial, right, for just navigating daily life.
Totally.
We're all juggling so much, and when your mind feels tired, everything just gets, harder.
It really does.
So what if there was a natural solution, something ancient, really, an ancient root with a truly modern focus that could help with exactly these challenges?
Okay, I'm listening.
Today, we are taking a deep dive into Panax Ginseng. It's this powerful root used for thousands of years in traditional Chinese and Korean medicine
Right.
for energy, laser-like focus, and, overall vitality.
That's right. And our mission today really is to uncover exactly what Panax Ginseng is, how it actually works inside your body, and the fascinating science that's now confirming its mental health benefits.
Yep.
We'll explore how it specifically helps with things like stress, memory, and focus. And crucially, share practical, safe ways you might be able to incorporate it into your routine.
Okay.
What's truly exciting here, I think, is that modern research is increasingly confirming what ancient healers intuitively knew all along about this remarkable plant.
Okay, so with that powerful intro, let's really dig into what Panax Ginseng actually is and why it earned that kind of cure-all reputation you mentioned.
Yeah, good question.
When we talk about Panax Ginseng, what exactly are we talking about? Is it just any old ginseng, or is there a specific type we should know?
That's a great starting point because there's honestly a lot of confusion out there.
Okay.
We're specifically referring to Korean ginseng or Asian ginseng. This is a slow-growing root that's been a cornerstone of East Asian healing systems for over 2,000 years.
Wow, 2,000 years.
Yeah, it's truly revered in traditional medicine,
Rough.
historically used to, revitalize energy, enhance brain performance, even strengthen the immune system.
Oh,
In fact, it was once so rare and esteemed that it was often reserved for royalty.
really? Royalty?
Yeah, and that esteemed status is actually reflected right in its name. The word Panax comes from the Greek word panakos.
Panakus.
Panakos, yeah, means cure-all, which really speaks to its broad traditional applications,
So cure-all. Okay, that's quite a claim.
It is. But here's a crucial distinction, and it's one of the biggest misconceptions people have. Only Panax ginseng, that's the Asian or Korean variety, and Panax quinquefolius, which is American ginseng, are considered true ginsengs.
Ah, okay, true ginsengs.
Right. If you see something labeled, say, Siberian ginseng, for example, it's actually a completely different plant. It doesn't contain the key active compounds that give true ginseng its unique, powerful properties.
Got it.
So if you're looking for these specific benefits we're discussing, you need to be sure you're getting true Panax ginseng.
That's really important to know. So if those other ones aren't true ginsengs, what is it about Panax ginseng specifically that makes it so special? What's the secret sauce? What gives it all these benefits?
Well, the secret lies in these compounds called ginsenosides.
Ginsenosides.
It's also sometimes called panaxosides. Now, there are over 30 different ginsenosides identified, and they're quite remarkable because they seem to act on multiple systems in the body.
Multiple systems. Like what?
We're talking about the brain, the nervous system, the immune response, and even hormone balance. These compounds are famously adaptogenic.
Adaptogenic. I've heard that term. What does it mean exactly?
It basically means they help the body adapt to stress and restore balance or homeostasis, rather than just, say, suppressing symptoms. It helps your body cope better.
Okay. Adapt and balance. Makes sense.
But here's where it gets really interesting for mental clarity. Many ginsenosides have shown direct neuroprotective, anti-inflammatory, and antioxidant effects.
Ah.
These directly support brain health and mental function. In essence, they're kind of like your brain's personal multi-tool maintenance crew.
Ah, I like that analogy.
Yeah. They're not just patching things up. They seem to be actively upgrading your brain's resilience against stress and fatigue while sharpening its focus.
Wow. Okay, so it's not just, old traditional belief. There's actual compound science behind it.
Exactly.
So where does the modern science come in then? What's some of the compelling evidence that really caught your eye when you were looking into this?
Yeah, excellent question. Because there's extensive modern research now
Huh.
including a significant 2021 review published in Biomedicines that analyzed, I think, dozens of studies.
Okay.
It found that these ginsenosides can actually improve memory and attention, reduce oxidative damage in brain cells, that's important, regulate mood-related neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin.
The feel-good chemicals.
Right. And enhance resistance to fatigue and mental stress.
Mhm.
Furthermore, there was this study in psychopharmacology.
Okay.
It showed that healthy young adults who took just 200 milligrams of Panax Ginseng extract had significant improvements in cognitive performance, reaction time, and working memory compared to a placebo group.
200 milligrams, that doesn't sound like a huge amount.
Oh, it's a pretty standard dose, actually.
Yeah.
And getting those results is, well, it's a pretty strong endorsement for a natural woo, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, definitely. That's really insightful. Okay, so it's one thing to understand what it is and, how it works at a scientific level, but for us, for the listeners, what are the real-world impacts? How does Panax Ginseng actually support our mental clarity day to day?
Right, the practical side, indeed. We can kind of look at this through 4 key pillars of mental clarity and how Panax Ginseng seems to address each one.
Okay, 4 pillars. Let's hear them.
Okay. First, it significantly enhances cognitive function and memory.
The big one.
Yeah. Panax Ginseng has been shown to improve things like memory recall, information processing speed, and attention span, especially when you're under stress or facing demanding situations.
Like exams or big presentations.
Exactly. Think about those moments when you're trying to recall a specific fact in a meeting or just stay sharp during a long study session. There was one randomized double-blind study with 30 healthy volunteers. It actually showed that a single 200 milligram dose led to faster reaction times, improved working memory, and better mental arithmetic performance.
Just from one dose.
In that particular study, yeah. And a large systematic review of 9 clinical trials concluded that Panax Ginseng may significantly improve cognitive function, particularly in middle-aged individuals. So for students cramming or professionals needing to stay sharp under pressure, this could be, hugely beneficial.
Okay, better cognition. What's pillar number 2?
Second, it directly fights mental fatigue.
Ah, the brain fog we talked about.
Exactly. You know that feeling your brain is just running on fumes, that relentless mental slump, or when it feels like your thoughts are moving through molasses.
Definitely know that feeling.
Panax Ginseng seems to counteract this by improving what scientists call brain energy metabolism and reducing oxidative stress.
So like recharging the brain's battery.
Essentially, yeah. Helping it power through demands without that typical crash. There was a placebo-controlled study in phytotherapy research.
Yep.
It found that participants taking 400 milligrams of ginseng daily for 8 days reported significantly reduced feelings of mental fatigue and improved task performance, even under stress.
8 days. That's pretty quick.
It suggests a relatively fast action, yeah. That could be a real game changer for long work days or, again, those intense study periods.
Okay, so better thinking, less fatigue. What's third?
Third, it reduces stress and balances cortisol.
Ah, the stress hormone.
Exactly. As we mentioned, it's an adaptogen, meaning it helps your body cope with all kinds of stress, physical, mental, emotional.
How does it do that?
Well, it seems to do this by subtly modulating your body's central stress response system, the HPA axis,
HPA axis, okay.
and helping to regulate cortisol, your primary stress hormone. What's fascinating is an animal study in the Journal of Ginseng Research found that ginseng extract significantly lowered blood cortisol levels, enhanced stress tolerance, and supported adrenal balance in those animals.
Okay, but that's animal studies. What about humans?
That's the important caveat.
Right.
We still need more large-scale human studies, specifically on the cortisol balancing effects. But these initial results are certainly promising for anyone feeling, constantly overwhelmed or burned out.
Right, managing that chronic stress feeling.
Okay.
And the fourth pillar.
And fourth, it improves mood and mental resilience.
Mood as well. Interesting.
Yeah. Panax Ginseng may play a role in boosting mood and making your brain more resilient to emotional ups and downs. Researchers believe it does this by influencing key neurotransmitters.
Like the dopamine and serotonin you mentioned earlier.
Exactly. Dopamine, serotonin, and also norepinephrine. They're all crucial for regulating mood, motivation, feelings of well-being. There was a 2016 study in Frontiers in Pharmacology. It found that ginsenosides improved depressive-like symptoms in mice by enhancing neuroplasticity and balancing these key brain chemicals.
Again, mice, though.
Right. Again, more large-scale human trials are definitely needed to confirm this in humans. but it suggests it could be a useful natural aid for those maybe experiencing low mood, stress-related emotional fatigue, or just feeling generally unmotivated and stuck.
So potentially quite broad effects.
It seems that way. And if we connect all these points back to the bigger picture, the core mechanisms seem to be these ginsenosides influencing that HPA axis for stress,
Right.
improving glucose metabolism in the brain for better energy.
Fuel for the brain.
Exactly. And bolstering the brain's learning and memory pathways. All of this, plus their anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties, really helps protect your delicate brain cells from, daily wear and tear.
Okay, that's a great overview of how it works. Now, this is where it gets really interesting for those listening who might be curious about trying it. What are the practical considerations? How much? When should you take it? Any important things to know?
Absolutely. Practical advice is key. So for most people, a common effective dosage seems to be around 200 to 400 milligrams per day of a standardized extract.
Standardized extract. Why is that important?
It's important because you want to ensure you're getting a consistent amount of the active compounds, the ginsenosides. Look for extracts standardized to contain typically 4 to 7% ginsenosides.
Okay, 4 to 7%. Got it. What about timing?
Because it can have stimulating properties for some people, it's generally best to take it in the morning or perhaps early afternoon.
To avoid messing with sleep.
Exactly. Taking it late in the day could potentially interfere with sleep for some individuals. Also, some experts recommend cycling its use.
Cycling, like on and off.
Yeah. For example, maybe taking it for 2 to 3 weeks, then taking a week off. The idea is this might help maintain its effectiveness over time and prevent your body from fully adapting to it.
Interesting. Like tolerance breaks for other things.
Sort of, yeah. And it's always important to choose a high-quality, standardized extract from a reputable brand. Quality control in the supplement world can be variable.
That's a really great point about quality. We hear that a lot. What about potential side effects or things people should be cautious of? Is it generally safe?
Panax ginseng is generally considered well tolerated by most people when taken appropriately.
Okay.
However, some individuals might experience mild side effects. Things like, as we mentioned, insomnia if taken too late, maybe mild headaches, or sometimes some minor gastrointestinal discomfort.
Pretty mild stuff usually then.
Usually, yes. But it's also really important, crucial, actually, to be aware of potential interactions with certain medications.
Ah, okay. Like what?
Specifically, if you're taking blood sugar medications, because ginseng can affect blood sugar, or blood thinners like warfarin, or certain types of antidepressants. If you're on any of those or have any underlying health conditions, you should absolutely consult your healthcare provider before trying Panax Ginseng.
Definitely good advice. Talk to your doctor.
Always. And if you're new to it, a good practice is just to start with a low dose and see how you feel. You can increase it gradually as your body adapts, if needed.
Start low, go slow. Makes sense.
Right. And this leads us nicely to who might benefit most from this.
Yeah.
Based on everything we've discussed.
Yeah. Who's the target audience here?
Well, it seems particularly helpful for, say, professionals seeking enhanced focus and maybe reduced mental fatigue during demanding work periods.
Okay.
Students prepping for exams, needing that cognitive boost and stress resilience.
Yep.
Individuals dealing with stress-related burnout, looking for adaptogenic support. And perhaps anyone experiencing mild cognitive decline or that persistent brain fog we keep mentioning. And just to clarify a common question we often get, remember Panax, or Asian ginseng, the one we've mostly focused on, tends to be more stimulating. It gives you that mental boost.
Right.
Whereas American ginseng, Panax quinquefolius, is typically considered more calming and might be better suited for things like generalized anxiety, though it still has cognitive benefits, different nuances.
Good distinction.
Right.
Stimulating versus calming. Okay, so wrapping this all up then, what does this mean for you listening? Panax ginseng is clearly more than just some ancient herbal remedy collecting dust.
Absolutely.
It really seems like a powerful ally in today's mentally demanding world. And it's backed by both, thousands of years of tradition and a growing body of scientific evidence for potentially enhanced focus, improved memory, and maybe greater emotional resilience.
Yeah, it's that blend of tradition and modern science that makes it so compelling. And it makes you think, doesn't it? If Panax ginseng works by influencing these crucial brain chemicals and helping manage stress, what does this really tell us about the intricate connection between our mental state and our body's natural systems? And maybe what other natural compounds, things like ashwagandha or maybe GABA, might also play a role in supporting overall mental well-being. especially when they're thoughtfully combined with tools like ginseng. It opens up interesting possibilities.
That's a great thought to leave people with. So if you're out there listening and looking to regain your mental edge, maybe cut through some of that brain fog and really optimize your focus, well, Panax Ginseng could very well be the brain-boosting route you've been missing. Worth looking into, at least.
Thanks for tuning in to the Scenario Podcast. Don't forget to visit scenario.com for more expert tips, articles, and supplements designed to support your mental health. If you enjoyed this episode, remember to subscribe and share it with a friend. Until next time, take care of yourself.